Ever wondered what an offer to lease is in Montreal? Well, it's time to unravel this mystery. In the vibrant city of Montreal, an offer to lease holds significant importance in the real estate sector. It's more than a simple proposition. It's a formal proposal made by a potential tenant to a landlord, expressing a genuine interest in leasing a property. This offer outlines the terms and conditions of the lease, including the rent amount, the duration of the lease, and other specific details related to the property. It's a crucial step in the leasing process, setting the stage for the negotiation between the tenant and landlord. The implications of this offer are profound, impacting both parties involved. For the tenant, it's a commitment to lease the property under the stipulated terms. For the landlord, it's an opportunity to review the proposal and negotiate further. In essence, an offer to lease is a formal proposal by a prospective tenant to a landlord, expressing interest in leasing a property. You might be wondering, how do I make an offer to lease? It's simpler than it sounds. Let's break it down into some easy-to-understand steps. First things first, you need to identify a suitable property. This is where you'll be living or working, so take your time. Consider all the factors that are important to you, like location, size, price, and so on. Don't rush this step. Finding the right property is crucial. Once you've found a property that ticks all your boxes, your next step is to contact a real estate agent. They're the professionals who will guide you through the process and ensure everything goes smoothly. They'll provide you with all the necessary information and answer any questions you may have. The third step is drafting the offer to lease. This is a legally binding document that outlines the terms and conditions of your proposed lease. It includes the rental price, the length of the lease, and any other specific terms that you and the landlord have agreed upon. This is where your real estate agent comes in handy. They'll help you draft an offer that's fair and protects your interests. Now, you've got your offer to lease ready. What's next? It's time to submit it to the landlord. This can be done through your real estate agent or directly if you're comfortable with it. The landlord will then review your offer. If they accept it, congratulations. You're one step closer to securing your new space. If not, don't worry. You can always negotiate the terms or look for another property. But wait, there's one last thing I want to mention. Remember, an offer to lease is a legal document. It's not something to take lightly. Make sure you understand everything in it before signing and submitting. If you're unsure about anything, don't hesitate to ask your real estate agent or seek legal advice. Remember, an offer to lease is a legal document, so make sure you understand everything before signing and submitting. What if you change your mind after making an offer to lease? Rest assured, there are options available. Taking a step back after making an offer to lease can seem daunting, but it isn't impossible. Let's delve into the process of canceling an offer to lease and highlight some possible scenarios. First, let's say you've made an offer to lease, but it hasn't reached the landlord yet. Maybe you're having second thoughts, or perhaps your circumstances have changed. In this case, cancellation is relatively straightforward. You simply advise your real estate agent to halt the process. The offer is withdrawn and you're free from any obligations. No penalties, no fuss. But what if the landlord has already received your offer? This is where things can get a bit more complex. Once the landlord receives your offer to lease, they may choose to accept it. If they do, you're legally bound to the terms of the lease. So, what can you do if you want to cancel your offer to lease but the landlord has already accepted it? The key here is communication and negotiation. You can't cancel the offer unilaterally, meaning you can't do it on your own without the landlord's agreement. Instead, you'll need to negotiate with the landlord. Explain your situation and try to reach a mutual agreement. This might involve finding a new tenant to take over your lease or paying a cancellation fee. It's important to approach these discussions with respect and understanding, as the landlord has rights too. Remember, every situation is unique and there's no one-size-fits-all solution. If you're unsure about your rights or obligations, it's always a good idea to seek legal advice. A real estate lawyer can guide you through the process and help you understand your options. Canceling an offer to lease can be a bit tricky, but knowing your options and negotiating effectively can help you navigate this process smoothly.